Join in the fun and get your MT-1501.
Boom, wait a minute, just like that. Boom, 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 just like that. A-Dubb Productions, just like that. Like, comment, subscribe, just like that. Boom, wait a minute, just like that. A-Dubb, you ready? Wait a minute.
If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Thank you. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Allan Wade. Thank you so much for joining me. Back again with another video on the Ricoma MT-1501. This video is going to be a little different. I'm going to play this little small clip right here in the corner through the entirety of this video. And if it's your first time here, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, guys. Today I made about 16 black bear hats back to back to back to back. And the only time my MT-1501 stopped is when I had to change the bobbin. But prior to making these 16 hats, I was working on another design. Well, I wasn't working on it. I was embroidering and testing out another design that I want to put on the merch store. And I kind of had an epiphany when I started embroidering this hat and when I switched up the designs. So the other design, let me show you guys real fast, is this design right here. It's a 3D puff, Dub Nation. Still haven't perfected it yet, still not putting it on the store yet, but it's gotten better. But even though it's gotten better, which one was it? This one right here I just kept on having thread breaks right here on this portion of the design. And I couldn't figure out why I was having thread breaks, but I just kept on having thread breaks and kept on having to, specifically on this part right here, right? So I ended up saying, okay, I'll get back to this design. I'll, play around in the software with it or whatever and figure out what's going on or whatever. And I'm just going to start embroidering this design, right? And start making it on hats. So I was thinking, I wonder what's wrong with needle number one. I wonder what's wrong with what I'm doing or whatever, right? But I realized that when I started embroidering this specific design right here, I realized that I don't think it's the machine. I think it's actually the file itself, right? So I had a little epiphany. The epiphany that I had was, in most cases, embroidery is complicated. There's many variables. There's a huge learning curve when it comes to operating these machines, when it comes to threading these machines, when it comes to figuring out, okay, is it the bobbin, is it this, is it that? It's a lot of different variables, right? And that's already a huge learning curve. But what you also have to realize when you're getting into embroidery is the file is a huge part of that. There's a huge part of that curve. The result and how the machine acts depends a whole lot on how well that file has been digitized. All right, so I had this epiphany. I'm like, a lot of the times when people are complaining about machines and stuff like that and the way they act and, oh, this machine's not good, that machine's not good, it could be that their file is messed up. I don't know, because this thing is just embroidering like a champ and it hasn't stopped the whole entire time. I haven't even stopped it to oil it or anything. And it's just been going and going and going and going. And it's because I created this file really, really well. This one is something new, something different, something foreign, 3D puff that I have to play around with and I have to do some alterations. But this came a long way from where it was before, and it's already good in my opinion, but it has to be better to the point where I can embroider hats back to back to back to back to back to back and not have any thread breaks, or eliminate as many thread breaks as I was having, or not have thread breaks at all, right? Because this right here, there's no thread breaks. The variable is the file. Okay? So I want to, every time I learn something, I want to share it with you guys so that you guys can open up your minds to the possibilities of issues that you might be having when you're embroidering, right? This Ricoma MT-1501 is a workhorse, and every time I learn something new about it, I get excited and I just want to share it with you guys. and I just want to share my experiences, and I like to show. I like to show you guys what it's doing and how it's doing it, because a lot of the time seeing is believing, right? So that's why I like to just have the machine running in the background the entire time when I make videos in most cases, right? So yeah, man, like I've embroidered so many of these black bear hats back to back to back. They'll be available on the website allanawade.com for purchase in 2 days. I'm gonna make it, let me see, what date is it right now? I'm gonna make it available on the 15th of April for purchase, so you can go on allanawade.com and purchase the black bear hats. Now, the specific hats that I'm using are from buckwholesale.com, and we've actually partnered with buckwholesale.com on this channel, Allan, A-Dubb Productions. Buck Wholesale, shouts out to you guys. Buckwholesale.com, you can go buy blank hats from that website, right? And if you use code A-Dubb, A-D-U-B-B at checkout, you get 10% off of your entire purchase while supplies last, because a lot of this stuff does sell out, because I've been shopping with them for a while before they contacted me, and it was 100% coincidental that they hit me up and said, hey, like, would you mind, you know, doing a little video with us and, you know, partnering with us. I'm like, well, you know, I'd like to have a relationship with you guys, because I'm not affiliated with any blank apparel companies, and they sell blank apparel. So, you know, boom. I mean, Heat Transfer House does sell blank apparel, though. They do have a blank apparel section, but Buck Wholesale specializes in hats, and I specialize in hats, to be honest with you guys. That's what I like to do, especially on the MT-1501. And that's what I primarily want to do on the MT-1501. That's what I bought it for, right? So, yeah, don't forget, visit buckwholesale.com. Look and see what they got. That's where I got all of these caps from that I'm doing the Black Bear logos on. That's where I got all the caps from. I'm going to make a bunch of more videos where I show you guys more intricate stuff about the MT-1501 and stuff like that. So keep on subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and keep on checking back to see what content that I have. Make sure you guys have the post notification bells on. And if you're in the market to buy a commercial embroidery machine, I can highly recommend the MT-1501. But I will tell you, and this goes for all the machines, I will tell you that there is a huge learning curve when it comes to learning not only the functionality of the machine, but if you want to do digitizing, there's a huge learning curve in that. And if you don't want to do digitizing, you can hire somebody to do your digitizing for you. But the downside about that is you don't really know what's going wrong when something goes wrong, because you don't have that hands-on experience with digitizing. So I'm kind of happy that I do it all, but at the same time, I can still contract out my digitizing, and when something goes wrong, I can have a better idea of exactly what's going wrong, whether it be the machine or whether it be the digitizing, the specific file. But in most cases on my MT-1501, it's always been something like the bobbin case, like the bobbin ran out, or I don't know, like it's just this. It's the digitizing. You guys are watching this thing just go and go and go and go and go, and like it's a workhorse. That's all I can say is if you're in the market for one, I highly recommend it. And you guys trust me, and I'm not gonna steer you guys wrong at all. Make sure you use my Ricoma link in the description down below if you are purchasing, or if you're want to inquire about if you can finance a machine, or what your payment options would be like, or how much the machine costs. They have a brand new one that I highly recommend that has 20 needles on it. So you guys might want to look into that, because what you can do is you can assign different tasks for different needles. So like, say if you want to do caps, you can put your cap needles on one end of the machine. You want to do your flats, you can do your flat needles in the middle of the machine. You want to do a little small intricate text, you can put your smaller needles on one end of the machine, and you know what colors to line up for those specific tasks, and you can just use assign those specific needles for those specific items. So very, very powerful. It also has, and I'm so upset right now, that, I mean, I love my MT-1501. I'm happy with it. But if I can get that new machine, it'll be awesome, just for the specific reason that it has Wi-Fi capabilities. You can beam a design straight from your computer to the machine, and that right there, that feature is priceless, guys. That feature is priceless. When I think about it, it makes me want to think about, should I just dump a couple, you know what I mean? Like, but love my 1501. I don't want to get rid of it, and I can't really justify buying a second machine right now. I can see it in my future, but not right now. What I'm really looking into, to be honest with you guys, is the R1000, the DTG printer. So don't be surprised, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't be surprised if you see a DTG printer coming to the channel, because yeah, but as of right now, I got nowhere to put it, so I got to figure that part out. But that is definitely on the horizon for us, either this year, later on this year, or next year. I don't know, but there's definitely a new gadget coming to the channel, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that, guys. Yeah, like I said, guys, this machine is a workhorse. Make sure you guys are checking the site, allanawade.com, so, to see if you guys see anything that you like. Like I said, the black bear hats will be available in 2 days, and I'm going to be rolling out different hats. I'm going to perfect, when I perfect this hat, I'm going to do a video similar to this one, where I just go and put another one on and put another one on and put another one on, so you guys can see it embroidering fine. But like I said, I 100% know, I don't even believe, I know that it's the file, because it gets to one point, to one specific area, and like the thread breaks start happening in that one specific area, but everything else embroiders fine, everything else looks good, but that one specific area, it's a little bit giving me a little bit of problems. Now what I'm going to do in my digitizing software is I'm going to enlarge in some of the smaller, thinner areas, because when you're doing 3D puffs, some of the thinner areas it doesn't look good with the puff, because it's just too small. With puff, everything, in my opinion, should be big. Everything should be big, everything should be thick, and that gives you a great puff effect. As you guys can see, on the more rounder areas, the 3D puff looks good, but on the thinner areas, it gets kind of weird with the foam and everything. So yeah, everything's a learning process. I've been embroidering and digitizing for, I don't know, maybe, is this 10 years yet? No, it's not 10 years yet. Maybe like three to 4 years, maybe 5, 3 to 4 years, yeah. Maybe like 3 years. And I'm learning new stuff all the time. All the time I'm learning new stuff all the time. As the more I do it, the more like I'll have an epiphany, and something will just connect, and I'll understand one area of embroidering better. And it's just a process. So don't expect to just jump into this stuff, whether it be the SE600, the PE800, the SE1900, the Ricoma 1501. Don't think you're just going to jump into it and you're just going to create the best looking, best stuff, because there's a learning curve. And if you're willing to endure that learning curve, then the rewards are magnifique. I'm trying to tell you guys, you can make a lot of money with this stuff, all right? But yeah, guys, I haven't did a Ricoma video in a while now, and I was about due. I know the Ricoma fans, that's what I call them, fans, the haters, but they're really fans, and I understand that, because every time I post a Ricoma video, they come out of the woodwork. There's just some people in the environments, that's what I'm gonna say, environment, that just refuse to accept that these are great machines. It's just a bunch of people that don't accept it, and that's okay. But I'm just here to say one thing, guys. Mine works. Why doesn't yours? That's all. That's all I'm here to say. You know what I mean? It's been working, and a lot of people say, well, Ricoma pays you to say that. No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't pay me to do anything. I don't say anything on my channel that anybody pays me to say. Everything I say is from my own experience, from my own thoughts, and from my 100% honesty. Nobody is going to pay me to say anything that I don't want to say. I'm not willing to compromise my integrity. I'm not willing to sell myself for any amount of money, because the moment I start doing that is when I'm not true to myself, and I would have problems sleeping at night. So we're not about to go through that, and I'm not that type of person, guys. So all right, so I want to thank all you guys for watching and tuning in to this little brief video showing you guys my machine in action. I'm just cleaning up some stitches on the inside of the hats so they can be as crisp as possible. You know that you did a good design and the design stitched out good when the inside of the hat and the back of the design looks really, really clean. All right, so all done on my MT-1501. You guys watched it, the whole video, go and go and go and go and go. So you can rest assured, if you're willing to endure the learning curve, then you're gonna have a lot of reward. You're gonna be able to reap a lot of rewards after you learn the machine. The more time you spend with it, the better you get with it. Just make sure you follow what they say, and you know, take advantage of the online learning, the live online trainings that they have available for you. All right, that's one of the reasons why I love the company so much, is because they do that. No other company does that. So it's just dope, man. And if you're like I said, if you're interested in buying one, my affiliate link is in the comments, in the description down below. All right, so just use my affiliate link to pick one up, and that helps the channel out a lot. That lets me know that you guys actually need more videos like this, because I don't want to leave you guys high and dry once you get your machine and you don't know what to, if you feel like you don't know what to do. I want to make as many videos like this, like I did on the SE600, so that you guys can use my videos as a troubleshooting guide if you guys run into any issues. Because there will be learning curves with every machine, but you guys watched me on the SE600 embroider countless items, and you guys are going to watch me on the MT-1501 embroider countless items and make lots of money doing it. That's the best part about this, guys. So join in the fun, guys. Join in the fun and grab your join in the fun and get your MT-1501. Damn. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's your boy Allan Wade. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.
Turn up that, crank it up. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby?